Hi, everyone, and welcome to this lecture on the imports panel. If you see inside this imports panel, we have something called imported namespaces, and these are all the different namespaces that our current project is using. So VB.NET namespaces in your UiPath Studio represent containers that store different types of data. So they enable you to easily define the scope of your expressions, variables, and arguments. So, for example, if you have the system namespace imported, you can further use the power, round, and square root and other classes that are available within it without having to always type system dot and so on. So all imported namespaces are displayed here in the imports panel. And note that some namespaces are automatically imported when you browse for a .NET type variable or argument. Let me do an example for you guys. So you can see here we have the system, which is one of the most common namespaces. If I come here to message box, drag this in, I can type the word system, and you can see it's a namespace because of those braces symbol there, and it also says it's a namespace. Then I can say dot. Now you can see these are all the different methods that are available in the .NET programming language or framework that allow you to create expressions using this namespace. Let's say, for example, I want to use the math one. I can type system.math, and then I can write dot again. And then here are all the different methods available inside of the math function. So let's say, for example, I want to find the square root of something. Can select square root. Then I put double brackets. And then inside here, I put a number, for example, 25. Now I can use a message box below that. Oh, we already have a message box. Sorry about that. So we can run this and see what happens. There you go. There we have our result as 5, which is the square root of 25. So that worked. Now what I want to demonstrate to you is that we didn't have to use the word system dot. That is because we have imported it in a namespace over here. So that's the whole purpose of namespaces. If I delete the system dot and I just keep it to math dot square root and I run this, it should still work. There you go. There's our answer 5. So you'll see if I delete all this and I start typing math, you'll see that that class pops up where I'm able to select it and then use this class and all its functions. That is the purpose of the imports, is so that you can use these expressions without writing out the entire namespace. So the main purpose of that is just readability. So it's easier to read. Also, it's for productivity because now you don't have to type in an entire expression. You can just write the class or the function that you need to use. That's all for the imports panel. If you want to import one that's not available here, obviously you most likely don't know them off the top of your head. So you'll probably find it like in a UiPath forum post or maybe a Stack Overflow. If you need to do something specific that's not available inside the imported namespaces, you'd simply just import it here just to improve your productivity. That's all for the imports. In the next lesson, we are going to be learning about the output panel.